Fourth grade mathematicians, today we're talking about learning target number 3. This is a long one. I can express my answer as a mixed number in simplest form when adding and subtracting. You already know how to add and subtract fractions, but now we need to make sure that our answer is written appropriately or properly. We cannot leave our answer as an improper fraction. Here's our first example. We have 1/3 plus 4/6 plus 2/3. So first of all, we need to add our fractions together. Then we'll make sure that our answer is written correctly. So I need to first look at my denominators. I have thirds, sixths, and thirds. So right away I have a problem because my denominators are not equal. I need to change all of my denominators to the same denominator. So in order to make this easy, I already have 2 of my fractions that are thirds, so why don't I turn 4/6 into thirds and see what happens here. So if I want to do that, I'm going from a big number to a small number. To turn 6 into 3, I would need to divide by 2. So I also need to divide my numerator by 2, and that's 2. So now I know that 4/6 is the same as 2/3. I'm going to rewrite my fraction equation. So I have 1/3, that one didn't change. Instead of 4/6, I'm going to write 2/3, so 1/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 again. I can add my numerators together. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 more is 5. So I have 5/3. However, look at that answer. 5/3 is an improper fraction. I cannot leave my answer that way. I must turn it into a mixed number. I can do this by using numbers or a picture strategy. Let's first draw a picture. 5/3 would look like this. Here are some thirds, and I need 5 of them. So far I have 1, 2, 3, so I need more thirds. I already was at 3, so 3, 4, 5. So if I look at my picture, 5/3 is the same as 1 whole and 2 thirds. So I can write 1 whole and 2 thirds. I also could have used my number strategy by looking at my 3 and asking myself, how many times can 3 fit into 5? And then how many would be left over? 3 can fit into 5 one time, which would get me to 3, and then there would be 2 left over to get me to 5. 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2 thirds. Let's now do a subtraction example. Here's a subtraction example, mathematicians. I have 3 wholes minus 5/8 minus 1/4. I have a lot of work to do here because I see I have a whole number and I have 2 fractions with different denominators. So the first thing that I'm going to tackle is taking my denominators, eighths and fourths, and finding an equivalent fraction to make those common or same denominators. So let's look at so this is happening inside my head. I have my 1/4, and I want to make that into an equivalent fraction of eighths. To turn fourths into eighths, I would need to multiply by 2 and numerator by 2 as well. So 1/4 is the same as 2/8. I'm going to rewrite my equation again. So I have 3 wholes minus 5/8, and instead of 1/4, I have 2/8. So now my denominators are now the same, which is great, but I still have a problem. I have a whole number here. I need to also turn that whole number into eighths. So another thought bubble. 3 wholes would be equal to how many eighths? Imagine that you have 3 pizzas, and each pizza has 8 slices, and you eat all of the slices. That would be 3 times 8, because you ate 3 pizzas, each with 8 slices. 3 times 8 is 24. So let's write our equation one more time. Instead of 3 wholes, I have 24 eighths minus 5 eighths minus 2 eighths. Now that I have 3 fractions and they all have common denominators, I can finally subtract. 24 minus 5, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, minus 2 more, 19, 18, 17 would get me 17 eighths. However, I'm not quite finished because look at my answer. I can see that my numerator is greater than my denominator. And so this is an improper fraction. I must change it to a mixed number. I'm going to go to a fresh screen because I'm out of room. So our answer was 17 eighths, and we can't leave it that way. So I could draw 17 eighths, but that's going to take me a while. So instead, I need to think inside my head, how many times can I fit 8 into 17? Let's count by eighths. So 1/8 would be 8 eighths. Another 8 would be 8 more eighths. Altogether, that would be 16 eighths. But I need to get to 17 eighths. So I need 1 more eighth. So what I realized is that 8 can fit into 17 2 times. See, I had my 8 eighths for 1 whole, and then my 8 eighths again for a second whole. And then I also had 1/8 left over. So 17 eighths is the same as 2 wholes and 1/8. I can also quickly draw that as a picture just to confirm my work. So I would have 2 wholes separated into eighths. And I have 2 wholes of those, so I can go ahead and color in all of them. So that's 8 so far, and then all of them, and that's 16 more. And then I still need a 17th. So I need to draw 1 more bar, separated into eighths. But this time I'm only coloring in one of them. So that's a picture of 17 eighths. And was our answer correct? Yes, because look, I see 1 whole, another whole, and 1/8, which is the same that I wrote. 2 wholes and 1/8. That's it.